Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Thursday, the 9th of September, comes to you from London. And we start by looking at the dollar index, and we see here that it's holding on to the bullish gains that we've seen in the short term. So dollar is bouncing on the medium term chart. General trend is just gradually increasing. Dollar strength, very much a theme. It's down slightly this morning. The euro improving a little bit, but bearish below the cloud. Remembering this is my weekly, my daily, and my 60-minute chart. There's quite a lot of red on the screen at the moment as well, so we are just seeing markets pulling back. Sterling sitting at 138, fairly steady, but still short-term and medium-term bearish against that dollar. And the point and figure targets, we do have some downside targets emerging, so we may not make this 150 target on sterling. Bitcoin sitting at $46,000. So its falls that we saw at the start of the week just recovering slightly. The S&P 500 index was down slightly last night, as is the Nasdaq. These trends are really quite clear on US stocks at the moment, so it will be very clear when they break. Looking at the S&P future, we're down 0.25% this morning. The same for the Nasdaq, so it does look like we will open lower. And the VIX volatility has kicked up into short-term bullish. So the fear index is just on the short-term horizon, rising a little bit. The FTSE future down 1.2% this morning. The DAX in Germany down 0.25%, and the CAC Quarante down 0.33%. So we are seeing markets falling away. Tokyo was down 0.7%. The Hang Seng down 2.3%. So it has been in decline on that medium-term chart. We just need to make sure we hold those lows. Just bouncing on the cloud last few weeks, but will it now fall through the cloud? That will be quite key for the Hang Seng. And looking at the Shanghai Composite, here we are seeing quite a strong week, so it's quite an anomaly there. Sensex is down slightly. The Aussie market fell quite heavily as well, down nearly 2%, so that's quite key. We'll look at the energy mix in a minute, but looking at some soft commodities, wheat up 0.25% this morning, so that's looking still pretty strong. Good upside targets on wheat, just waiting for a new high there. Gold sitting at 1794, so looking a little bit better, but still bearish on that short-term chart. The same for silver, just holding the 24 level. That's pretty critical, but we are medium and short-term bearish on silver. The long-term picture is still bullish. Looking at US 10-year yields sitting at 1.32%, just falling back, but the fact that we activated those new highs to 175, 179 does suggest we're going higher again on the medium to long-term charts. Looking at the energy mix, Brent crude is down slightly this morning. Still a concern that we had the lower high, the lower low, so that is significant. The same with WTI. We're seeing there that same picture, of course. US nat gas nudged $5 yesterday for the first time in a very, very long time. So we are seeing that. We've got a strong upside target there. 503 was the target on US nat gas. We've got these 1-minute targets, quite key there. Coal is down slightly this morning, and emissions down 0.33%. Energy markets really just taking a breather after very strong runs indeed. We've got MBP up slightly, TTF down slightly, so quite key there. Looking at German power this morning, we're at 94 euros, we're down 0.1%, but we still have lots of upside on those charts. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.